welcome to episode 17 of Cinema Ave. This is your man, Pat on the Cam. Who the fuck are you?
Still Kyle.
He's still Kyle. What's up, dog?
Not much. It's been a busy week.
Sure has.
But, so the short of it, this is the best week I've had mentally in a long time.
That's good.
Yes.
That's really good.
Yes, it is.
Mental goodness is good.
Yes. All the goodness.
All the goodness.
Goodness is goodness.
I had fun this week, too. The last couple of weeks. I went to a barbecue. I got food from there.
Nice.
I went to another barbecue. I got food from there. I had the spins.
Wait, was yesterday considered a barbecue?
Perhaps. Kind of.
So would that be the third barbecue?
Third. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I was at... The first one was the Dare's family house.
Okay.
Because she invited me or whatever. And we were...
Okay.
We were eating everything. And then her brother was like, oh, you want to...
What were you eating?
Fish. Like, I fucking hate you. Food.
I mean, you said fish first. I don't know.
No. No. So, yeah, we're eating food, which is all the food was banging.
Yeah.
And then her brother has cigars, so we're out there, like, I was drinking and we had a cigar. Dog. So.
Also, not to cut you off again, but you people have really good food, so I'm not surprised.
All right, so I need a new host. Surprisingly, your people's food was good too.
we season stuff.
Italian, so I guess.
Despite popular belief, we actually season things. So
depend on who you are. I ain't anything about you. I'm done. All right, thanks guys for watching.
that was the episode.
Yeah. Racism.
That's gonna be the tag. Racism.
Don't put that in text. Big letters. Look, you flashing.
We probably get a lot of views if I just put racism first. They'd be like, "What this fucking white person say?"
Probably. You hashtag racism. They're like, Well, Jason Grills, thank you for being a dick all these years.
But he has supplied us with some comedy. If nothing else, he supplied us with seemingly unlimited comedy.
I wonder if he's still dating that girl from Willy Wonka.
The blueberry?
Yeah. I told you how he got a little...
Oh, what is her name?
Little razzle-dazzle when she turns to a blueberry.
What is her name? Because the other one's Veruca Salt.
That's the one I want it now.
Yeah.
Hated that bitch. I was so glad when she fell to the hole.
So I don't know.
So what's the board say?
I can't help anybody out with that one. Go ahead. What did Carter put on the board?
Nigger titties. If you watch the last episode, you will understand that story.
Oh my god.
Fuck it, I just want to punch him. If I see him,
we probably mentioned that a few times.
Probably. If I see him on site, I'm punching him in the face. just cause. He hit me up one time and was like, "Hey man, I'm doing a podcast." I was like, "Delete."
He wanted you to be on a podcast?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. He just assumed.
Was he gonna ask you to bring food or something?
Yeah, I guess we assumed we're friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't have any friends.
Not at all.
Yeah.
I don't blame anybody who doesn't want to hang out with him.
No.
He just doesn't know how to act. But it was weird because he thought that me and Carter were going to be his dad and like raise him up in college. I was like, what the fuck is this? That's what he said to me.
Was this my two dads?
He was getting all mad. He was like, I thought you guys were going to be like father figures for us. I was like, what the fuck? That's what you went to college for? Yeah, that was his thing.
Oh, so really nice thing. So Tim and Danielle got married the other day.
Woo! Congratulations.
Yeah, it was a very good wedding. But Tim's brother Tyler was the best man, and there's a little part in there where Tyler referred to him as not just his brother, but like a second father. And Tim started to cry a little bit. And it was a very nice moment. And Tim, sorry for calling you out like that, but it was a very nice moment. And that's probably the closest I've ever come to crying at a wedding. I didn't even cry at my own wedding.
Yeah, I got everybody drunk at your wedding.
I was just so happy I didn't cry. But
I was very happy at your wedding. It was fun.
Yeah.
And the fact that I got everybody drunk. Like, he was like, can you get people drunk? I was like, are you asking me? Is that really a question?
Right.
Got everybody trashed. So, yeah. Speaking of parties, I went to I heard you went to a Rutgers game?
I did go to a Rutgers game.
Oh, man. You know what's crazy? I also heard that there was a graduation party for your sister-in-law yesterday.
Don't have a sister-in-law.
You know?
Nope.
Name is Emily. Kind of looks like your wife. And her mother. And her brother. They really all look alike.
Have you seen pictures of Melissa when she was younger?
No.
Tommy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's getting, like, tall, too.
Yeah.
But, yeah,
he's going to be my height soon.
like splitting images.
Yeah.
Of each other.
And then Trevor looks exactly like Paul.
I also heard that Trevor had the thing that I think he was graduating or something from that you were supposed to go to, but you went to a Rutgers game about 2 years ago. This is what I was told yesterday. I heard that you really are a Rutgers fan, and then you just like to go to Rutgers things.
I don't even remember that.
It's at family events. That's how I was just told.
All right, I go to most family events.
That's not what I was told.
Well, they're all liars. You lie.
Yo, they literally told me to roast you this whole episode about not being at any family functions for Rutgers.
Well, now I'm not coming anywhere. They'll be like, "What? You got a Rutgers game? Nope. It's a fucking Tuesday, and I'm sitting at home."
And it's funny because that's how you respond.
Yeah, I'm not coming to any more. I got my liquor from Paul. Thanks for flying it home for me. I don't need you guys anymore.
And then Trevor was just making fun of you. It was just like, why is he wearing the clothes he wears?
Honestly, they're all bitter because they haven't been on the podcast yet.
I told them not to come on the podcast.
Well, we invited Emily and Trevor, and
Emily was going to come today.
And they both canceled.
Emily was going to come today, but then
we don't want her.
We said 9 o'clock in the morning. She was like, I'm not doing that.
So lazy.
Yeah, she said you're a jerk for not being at her graduation party. That's love right there.
I'd rather hang out with Jason Gross.
Yeah, when you get on this podcast, Emily, straight punch in the face.
I couldn't even say that with a straight face.
I hang out with Satan and him.
Like, what are you talking about? Like CNN? Like that type of outlet?
Or like the Gloucester County outlet.
I don't know what outlet you're talking about.
Yeah.
Jackson outlets.
Jackson outlets, yeah.
Why don't you like outlets?
Yeah, what's going on? What you got against outlets?
You got to tell us.
Yeah.
We can't read your mind.
You already laughed on the podcast.
You did laugh on the last episode of the podcast.
Yeah. Whoever just start watching this, our goal was to get Carter to laugh, and it took us 16 episodes. But we did it.
We did it.
Man.
And he's claiming he didn't laugh, and I get that he is a little upset that that's when he broke, because we've said funnier things.
Yeah.
But, and I'm quoting Carter, the laugh was the catalyst for the cough. Mm-hmm. That's why you coughed.
Yeah.
We made you laugh.
Made you laugh. Upper Decker Steve.
Just be happy. You're a happy person.
Be very.
Accept it.
Bubbly.
And just accept the goodness.
Accept it.
Goodness is good.
It's great. Everything's fine. So, man, yeah, it was a good week.
It was a good week.
It's like I worked too, and I'm still adjusting to that.
Yeah.
So I'm like at work, and I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go home and go back to work. This is crazy weird, but yeah, I'm having fun.
Good.
Washing dishes and just like, cause I can play whatever music I want.
That's good.
So I'm down there, I'm playing like I started like trying to fast forward songs because we were cussing.
Yeah.
And one of my coworkers, I was like, are we allowed to play this? He was like, no, go fuck, play what you want.
Right.
But it's like you can't hear what we're playing because upstairs you got the whole lounge and everything, and they got music there. So downstairs you can't hear anything.
Yeah.
So I'm just in the zone washing dishes, just chilling.
My aunt tries to censor what we play at Rutgers games because there's kids there sometimes.
Did you tailgate?
Oh yeah.
Did you get drunk?
No.
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 Yeah, do it again.
Well, first of all, I don't drink.
Oh, right, yeah. You get very, what do you drink? Water?
Caffeine.
Caffeine?
Caffeinated drinks.
Speaking of that, bro, I had too much coffee yesterday.
Did they give you espresso? Because they gave me espresso like on Christmas Eve a couple years ago. I thought I was going to die.
Bro. All right, first off, that drive was long as fuck.
Isn't that the worst part of the state?
Yes.
It's the worst part. That shouldn't even be considered New Jersey.
I hate Route 70 or whatever. That shit was terrible. Like, and I was at his house, and I was just like, all right, GPS. And it was just like, first off, they were trying to have me go all the way to the backway road just to get the Deptford. I was like, I'm not doing that.
So you took 70 basically all the way there.
85 to 70.
Until you got to 9, and they live right off of Route 9.
Yeah. But that distance.
I'm going to tell them your exact address just because you're being turds.
That house is beautiful, though.
It's nice.
Yeah, and the water.
Not great.
I don't know what the beef is to y'all.
I didn't know there was any beef. And I was supposed to get roasted today, so.
Apparently I'm the funny one, too. So.
You're also the ugly one.
Your mom doesn't seem to think so.
Mama?
Everybody thinks I'm handsome. But no, it's cool that they all support the family. Fuck you, Carter. It's all cool that they support.
All right, Carter almost broke again when Pat said people think he's handsome.
Fuck you. But no, yeah, it's cool that they all support the podcast. They were like so excited about it, and I was just like, this is great.
Yeah, we have some people that support it pretty regularly. Everybody knows Steve. He watches them all.
We really need to make shirts.
Yeah.
With Steve's face on it.
Steph's family watches all of them. Adam just started watching them all. I think he's all caught up now. He was on episode 15 the other day.
Sherry was watching them, but she's been busy as hell.
Nice.
And I'm like, if you're not watching them, it's fine. She was like, no, I watch them. So,
But,
and Steve. Legendary Steve.
Steve.
Number one Steve. He was like, yeah, I watch stuff. I was like, well,
But so Adam said that his 2 favorite guests so far were Paul and Gerald.
Shout out to Paul and Gerald. Yeah. Gerald.
Like I told him, Gerald walked in and it was like we had known him for years. Like he just started talking, like didn't care.
That was like one of the episodes where I was nervous as fuck because we had
that was the first person we didn't know on. So yeah,
and it's funny because usually we go back and forth. We didn't even say that to each other. He came in the house, we're just like, all right, so we should probably tone it down. Right. We were on the same mindset.
Right.
And then you walked in, he was like, fucking New Jersey traffic is terrible. I was like, all right, he's cool.
He made fun of the neighborhood you live in.
Yeah. But he's from Jersey.
Wasn't sure if it was fireworks or gunshots.
He was like, I hear a little fizzle. That's firework. Yo, speaking of that, I was watching this video earlier, and this guy, like, I don't know why people do this. So this guy was trying to act all tough. He's in the video, he's dancing, he has a gun, and he shoots the gun in the wall, and his mom just runs in the room. So what the fuck you doing? She just started beating him on camera. Like she dragged him out the room and everything. I was like,
God.
And then this one girl, she was playing with a gun, and she had it close to her head, and shot up and went through her hair, and she was just like...
Imagine doing something crazy like that. Like you're an adult, and you got a gun, and you accidentally shoot through the wall, and your mom comes in your room and beats your ass.
First of all, I wouldn't have a gun.
Like, you think you're fucking grown?
Yes. Yes, I am.
As she's beating your ass.
I can see my mom doing that. She's short, though, so she has to grab you by the waist.
My mom, she can't beat my ass.
I think she,
I don't think she can, unless she runs me over with her scooter. She could do that. She did run my feet over a few times in Disney, so.
On purpose?
No, I think she's just a bad driver.
Oh, okay.
No, she actually drives it way better than I thought she was going to. She maneuvered it really well on the bus, but every once in a while there's some tight spots in mine and Paul's feet.
Paul's feet right away.
And that's a heavy thing. The scooter weighs like 145-ish pounds, plus a grown woman on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's
so your foot broken?
No, just don't feel good.
Did you have on Vans?
No, I wore my Nikes because we walk so much.
At least you had some support.
Yeah.
Those Vans.
Oh yeah, no, I wore Vans one time and my back was on fire.
People walking to Disney?
Because there's not a lot of support there.
Right.
They're like ultra flat.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, my feet, my ankles would hurt. So we got Nikes like specifically for Disney, so we could walk more.
That makes sense.
We're going back to Disney in November.
Not surprised.
I
might be going to Ohio in October.
Nice.
Yeah, because my friend's like, oh, we want to help me build a house. And I'm like, okay. And then he was just like, yeah, if you come and you can stay a little longer, I'll pay you. And I was like, how much are we talking? He was like, $3,000. I was like, bitch, when do you want me to come? So I'm supposed to be doing that, and I'm also supposed to be doing a wedding video.
Okay.
October,
so you should. So from now on, I did it one time, but from now on, we should, even if we're not together, we should start filming. Like
some places.
Like there's like TikTok type videos.
Okay.
You can send them to me, and I'll post them on our TikTok.
Okay.
And just like try to connect it to the show a little bit.
It's funny you said that because I have a video for TikTok, but I'll explain it here. So Cinema Ave saved me out of getting a ticket.
Really?
Yes. So I was driving home from work. Or was I coming from work? No, I was going to my sister's house.
Okay.
So I'm driving home, and all of a sudden, like, cop pulls up behind me, and I'm like, I saw him on the other side. So I was like, let me switch lanes real quick. So I got in the middle. I was like, I can't switch lanes. This is going to be too obvious.
Yeah.
But I had to take the exit, so I had to switch lanes. And he just, like, was behind me. He was like, can you pull over in the parking lot? I was like, yeah. He was license registration. Couldn't find my fucking registration to save my life. I was like, okay. But he was cool as shit. He was like, where you coming from? And I was like, work. Where are you going? Work. He was like, you have 2 jobs? I was like, yeah. He was like, what's your other job? I was like, well, I work at a lounge up the street, and I'm also a co-host in this thing called Cinema Ave, and I'm the editor, and I was like, I really got to get there. Yeah. I was like, will I speed or something? He was just like, no, your left side back light's out. I was like, which one? He was like, the whole thing. I was like, what? So he was like, do a podcast? I was like, yeah. He was like, what's it about? I was like, movies, mental health, and everything in between. And I was like, as guys, we don't get to talk about mental health, so we just do it on there. He was like, that's dope. That's cool as hell. So he was like, is your car registered? I was like, I have registration. I can't find it. So he went and checked in the car. He was like, all right, man, you're good to go. He was like, but get your registration because it's a $150 ticket.
Yep.
It was a $54 ticket. What the fuck happened?
Yeah, they bumped it up. Like, for every piece that you're supposed to have. Like, if you don't have an insurance card, they can fine you for that. If you don't have your license, they can fine you for that. Like, all the documentation you need, they can fine you individually.
You know what makes me mad? You can literally look up in your system our stuff.
Yeah.
So why? Like, he was cool about it, but some cops are like, oh, you didn't show it. You've
Well,
seen it.
I think it also has to do, like, if you're in an accident and you exchange information, like, if you don't have that information, they can't prove that you...
That's
I don't know if that's the case. That's the only thing I can think of.
You know what?
If you don't have an officer involved.
True.
Then...
You know what makes me mad? Can't text and drive, but they have laptops.
They're not supposed to use them when they're driving.
They do. They're not supposed to do a lot of things.
I know.
Like park on angles. You ever seen them, like, this park across, like, 4 lots? I was like, why are y'all park like that? Yeah, it's just crazy. But yeah, the cinema app saved me a ticket.
There we go.
Yeah, and
It's good for something.
I was like, I have a business card. I do videos if you need to be out for it. He was like, yo, man, what's the card again? I was like, cinema app. He was like, I might have to watch that. And I was like, you want to come on and talk about mental health? You can.
Yeah.
He was like, all right, cool. Cool dude.
Do it.
Yeah, Gloucester County Police. One of you guys were great. Sponsor us.
Can you call him out by name?
I
you know what his last name was?
I don't remember his name.
Okay.
It was more like a... And that's the bad thing. It gets stopped by cops, and my mind instantly is like, oh, fuck. So anything they say to me, I don't remember. And then later on, I was like, I probably should ask his name. But when you get a ticket, the name's on the ticket.
Right.
But they don't show up to fucking court. One dude's like, see you in court. I
Yeah,
went to
no,
court.
they don't.
He wasn't there.
They don't show up to court.
I was like, I was ready.
There's no reason to.
I was ready to roast him. But court, to me, is dumb. Because you can go fight the ticket, but regardless, you're going to have to pay a fee.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, how much is the ticket? Pay it online and pay the fee.
Yeah, it's just easier just to pay it online.
And I just hate court because it's like, depending on what time you go and when your turn is how your day's going to be.
Right.
Because, like, one time I had to go, I think I was saying this when I had a ticket for being on my phone, which I wasn't at all. It was foggy outside, and this guy was like, oh, I saw you on your phone. How? You were all the way over here.
Yeah.
I'm driving this way, and it's fog all in my car.
Yeah.
But he was like, yeah, you're on the phone. I was like,
There was
whatever.
fog in your car?
Outside.
Was it fog
It's fog.
in your car?
At the time. Okay. He was being a dick, and I was going to go pick him up. And he was just like, not at that time.
It was foggy up in my car.
That would be my excuse as a kid. To see a cloud just come out.
Yeah, right.
It's foggy in here. Speaking of that, I saw a video of this guy. He was, he got stopped by a cop. His eyes were bloodshot red. And the cop was like,
I did see that, but I don't remember what it was. Yeah, keep going.
He was like, what are you doing? I'm going home. Where you live at? In development. Where development at? In my neighbor's house. Where's your neighbor live? He was like, I live with my parents. Where at? In the house. Where's your neighbor live? You're not going to believe this. Next to me. He was like, get out the car. His eyes were just so, like, you could tell he was, like, high. They were all glazed and shit. But the way he was answering the questions was funny as hell. I was just like, that's smart. But yeah, so...
Back to the court thing real fast. I may have told you this at some point. So, we were in a car accident. I'm trying to think. Almost 9 years ago now. Because it was right before Steph's 21st birthday, and she'll be 30. So,
damn, Steph?
Yeah, you're old.
You still look like 15 or 12.
Right. But we
winning.
So the accident was somebody else's fault. They got a ticket. She wanted to fight it, so I got called to court because I had to explain what happened. We sat there for an hour and a half,
bro. And
then I get called into the back to meet with her lawyer. And the lawyer goes, "She's not gonna fight it. She was wrong." Are you fucking kidding me?
Wow.
It's like a Tuesday night.
Wait, who was the other person wasn't gonna fight it?
No, she decided after like an hour and a half that she wasn't gonna fight it.
So you had to pay court fee?
No, I didn't have to pay anything, but I had to sit there for an hour and a half, from like 6 o'clock to almost 8 o'clock on a Tuesday night. Like, what?
Dude, when I went, like I was saying, depending on what time you go, in the judge's mood. Judge was in a great mood. Of course, I get a fucking asshole in front of me. He was like, were you on the phone? She was like, I wasn't on my phone. I was like, please, just don't do that. Okay, he was like, okay, well, I'm not really sure what the attitude's about. She was like, because y'all always trying to stop people. What the fuck's y'all problem? I was like, oh, here we go.
Everybody's fucked now.
Yep, we're all screwed. So he was like, next in line, he was like, how do you plead? I was like, not guilty. He was like, what do you mean? I was like, I have information proving that. And they were like, you need to use a cell phone specialist to use this in court. I was like one of those guys that are like at AT&T trying to sell you a phone. What does that even, what is that? So I was like, what is the ticket? It was $267.
Wow. Yeah. My cousin got pulled over years ago. He's a little bit older than me, and it was not long after he got his license. Speeding, I think in Maryland. They lived in Maryland at the time. Gets pulled over. Cop goes, where are you going? He goes, I'm going home. He goes, you know you're speeding? He said, yeah. He said, are you in a hurry? He said, "Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. Mom made meatloaf, and I don't want to miss it." And he let him go. He was like, "Thanks for being honest."
Like, the cops are funny. I guess depending on what cop you get.
Right.
One time I was driving, I got stopped, and the cop was like, "How you doing?" I was like, "I'm pissed." He was like, "Why you mad?" I was like, "Because I was playing fucking Mortal Kombat, and I was on top, and my brother-in-law beat me." And he just starts cracking up. I'm like, "Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it at all."
They say if you can make a cop laugh during like a traffic stop, you're probably okay.
That's why I feel like just don't, like, sometimes cops get attitude, and,
Sure.
I understand that, but most of the time I'm just like, "Hey, officer, what's up?" I just make them laugh.
Yeah.
And they're like, "All right, cool." Like, because apparently my registration, I think I was telling you this before, how my registration expired for like a year, but it was like 2020.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Steph got a ticket one time for a registration being expired.
Who hasn't? Have
Well,
you?
technically, that was my fault. So that's the time
Bad
that
husband.
it came in the mail, but it comes under my name. So then I got a second one that was mine, and I just forgot about it. I didn't put two and two together. They were for different cars. I renewed mine and didn't renew hers, and she got pulled over. And the lady was not nice to her. She told her, she was like, "I'm supposed to tow your car, but I don't feel like babysitting you. So here's a ticket and leave."
You are supposed to tow the car.
Yeah.
Well, actually, does she have insurance on the car?
Oh yeah.
So technically, you don't have, like, it depends on the cop.
Yeah. And then I got pulled over one time. I was going 32 and a 30.
Get the fuck out of here.
I know the guy that pulled me over. I'm not gonna call him out. I think he actually.
Bitch.
I think he passed away.
Not bitch. Unbitch. Sorry for your loss.
But my uncle was a cop in Florence for years, so he worked with him. And then my dad was like secretary of the FOP.
Okay.
So he knew all the cops in the area. Pulled me over one time, and he goes, "His last name's Bain." He goes, "Your dad Bubba Bain?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, he's like, "What would your dad say if you got a ticket for speeding?" I was like, "He'd probably tell me I was a dumbass." And he was like, "Yeah, and you can tell him that your fucking registration's expired." And he's like, "You can go." My dad got me out of 2 that way just because people knew him. Me and Corey were sitting in a parking lot. We had gone to a park. It was like 9:30 at night. It was dark. We were just 18 maybe. Like, hadn't been driving that long. Didn't know you couldn't be in a park after dark. Especially because the sign is not lit up. It says you can't be in the park after dark. So we're parked there. We'd walked around the park and done whatever. We just had Taco Bell. And
Good times.
sitting there, and all of a sudden there's a light in my face. And he's knocking on the window. And he's like, "What are you guys doing out here?" I was like, "Honestly, we're just like hanging out." Like, for sure he thought we were like drinking or doing something we weren't supposed to be doing. Because honestly, what other reason do you have to sit in a park by yourself in the woods at night? And he was like, I gave him my FOP card, and he goes, "Dad's, you're related to Bane?" And I was like, yeah. He was like, "Bubba Bane?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's my dad." And he was like, "Get the hell out of here."
No, when I was in Glassboro, my dad got me out of a ticket.
Yeah.
He was like, "What's your last name?" I was like, "No." He was like, "Patrick?" No. I was like, "Yeah." He was like, was your dad like a tutor?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Your cousin Justin?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "All right, man, just go home." But it was like I was driving on an expired license and insurance and all that shit from Bloomfield. Did not know. Because we're in college. Who the fuck pays attention to that shit?
Right.
So, but he was just like, "What are you doing with your life?" Pretty much. I was like, I don't know.
So there was a guy I went to high school with. He drove without a license for years. Like, he started driving like 15, 16, would take his parents' car and like drive around. The day he turned 17 and actually got his license, he got pulled over for the first time. Like, that's lucky.
I got pulled over when I got my license, like a week later. I was apparently I was riding in the shoulder, and at that time I had no clue what that meant. I was like, "Well, I'm sorry, officer." He was like, "Are you mocking me?" I was like, "I am not mocking you." He was like, "Okay, I'll be right back." And I was just like, "Okay, cool." Came up with a ticket. I was just like, "Wow, you're a dick." I went home and I was like afraid to tell my dad. My dad just laughed. He was like, "Welcome to the ticket, son." Right. I was like, "Yeah, thanks, Dad."
And I got pulled over one time in like Mount Holly area because I was going like 45 and a 35. I didn't know it was a 35 because it changes from 45 to 35 when you get into like there's like a lot of stores and stuff. And I mean, I was moving apparently pretty good, 10 miles over the speed limit. But I was trying to get to Sonic because we thought they were open until midnight and we wanted to go get whatever the new milkshake was at Sonic, me and Corey. And so I got pulled over and we ended up being late. Didn't get it.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
You ever tell a cop you had to take shit to get out of a ticket?
No.
It works.
It does work.
It does work. I was like, I gotta poop. I was like, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to grab that to poop. He was like, what? I was like, I really have to poop. He was like, okay, you get to go.
There's an episode of Friends where Rachel and Ross are driving. Rachel doesn't have a license, and she drives crazy. She gets pulled over, and she like flirts with a cop, and she's like, "Hi, Officer Handsome," and he's like, "It's Hanson," and he's like into it. Mm-hmm. So he's like, "Can he drive? Like, switch over, let him drive from now on." Then he gets pulled over for going too slow, so he decides he's gonna flirt with the next cop, and he's like, "What's up, Officer Pretty?" And he's like, "It's Petty," and he gives him a fucking ticket for going under the speed limit.
That's a thing?
Yeah, impeding the flow of traffic. It's dangerous. So in theory, it's 65 miles an hour. You're going 45. Mm. You got people coming up on you 20 miles an hour faster than what you're going. It could be dangerous.
I feel like speed limit is tricky, especially in Jersey. It's just like, if you're not keeping up with traffic, then you're doing like you just said.
Yeah.
But speed limit is like 65, but people are doing 80.
Yeah.
So it's like, what am I supposed to do?
And then so we were coming down a hill on a highway when we were up for Tim and Danielle's wedding, and it's 65, and then as soon as you hit the hill, it drops to 55.
On a hill?
Yeah, and it goes like this. Like, what the hell?
It's like one roller coaster just...
Yeah. But so, a little darker, but same idea. Steph and Brittany saw an accident yesterday. I think, I'm assuming on the way to the party. It was a motorcycle accident, and they said the back of the ambulance was open and there was a body bag in there.
Oh, man. That's terrible.
Yeah, and it looked like, they said the motorcycle had a sidecar, and it looked like it was the driver, like, sitting on the side of the road, and, like, his passenger may have been the one that died.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah. That's good. I can't even imagine that.
I can't either. Deanna was telling me she saw an accident right down the street from her house, and it was an Amazon van, and he hit a cop car.
Oh, you're fucked.
You're so fucked. But I'm like, are you fucked or is Amazon fucked? Because you're on the clock.
Well, both.
Okay.
I mean, you'll lose your job, too.
Somebody was like, she was like, at least you don't have to call the cops. They're already there.
Like, I mean, so likely your insurance will probably go up because you're driving, and you're going to lose your job. No, more than likely, you're going to lose your job.
Yeah, Amazon was very strict about, driving. Like I said, I was driving for them. It's annoying because these rules make no sense. You can't go in reverse. I'm like, okay. They're like, you can't park in front of somebody's house. I was like, so at one point I had to drive up a hill. And they don't do good on hills. So I'm driving up, and now I'm backing up, and there's like, you got the camera? Yeah. There was a stump, like a half an inch below the camera. So I was just like, boom! I was like, fuck! So I was just like, I went out, like, there was a dent. I didn't say shit.
There was a wheelbarrow in the middle of the New Jersey Turnpike yesterday. My aunt's driving, and she doesn't have great eyesight, so she drives during the day, and then I drive back at night. And she's driving, and I guess she doesn't see it. I'm like, look! And she slams on the brakes in the middle of the turnpike.
That's dangerous.
We're talking like we got like 5 feet away from this thing. And like she almost had a new hood ornament.
Yo, speaking of that, why is there like no lights near?
None.
Okay, you know what I'm talking about.
None.
And we're just like, Jersey put all the money on that $2.95.
Like, honestly, that part of the state, they love it so much, it's trash. It's trash part of the state. Toms River, Forked River, Howell, Lacey. You suck. You suck.
First off, there's a place called Double Trouble. It's like a park. And we were told, do not go there at night.
The whole part of the state is double trouble.
It was like, yeah, did you pass the Double Trouble Park? Yeah, don't go there at night. I was like, oh, didn't want to go there during the day. The fuck?
I don't want to be here.
On the drive out, we're just like, never again? Nope.
You come this way now.
You come to us.
Well, we'll take a quick break and come back and
talk more about traffic.
Or something else.
Or court. She-Hulk.
Let's do it.
All right, we're back.
Peace.
Welcome back.
All right, I'll bring us back. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Welcome back to episode 17 of the math.
Pick up sticks.
Pick up sticks, which make no sense with 17.
It makes sense. It rhymes.
It rhymes.
17 and pick up sticks.
Have you had a bagel? You ever had one of those?
A bagel?
Bagel.
No, I've had a bagel.
No, a bagel. Me and Carter had bagels.
Oh. We're at the hotel the other day, and we ordered breakfast, and they had it was a pretty good breakfast for like a hotel. First of all, food was warm, which you don't always get at like a continental breakfast. And they also had an omelet bar. You can go up and they can make it for you. Well, the omelet of the day was a Taylor ham omelet. Adam about wanted to throw up when he ordered it. I was like, how'd that feel? It felt terrible.
Adam, when he throws up, is the funniest shit ever, especially when he gets drunk. Like, he just dies at a random place. And then we're like, where's Adam? He just goes...
Yeah, I was like, where's... His leg just goes up in the air.
Like the Eagles game, when y'all won, that was the funniest shit ever. Like, I thought he, like, died. I was like, yeah, food poisoning.
And it's when you're there.
Yeah, I was there.
But it just seems to be when you're there. Maybe you're the catalyst for his drinking issues.
I'm not sure about that. There's somebody else in this room. It ain't me.
Bees?
Yeah, Carter's over there.
That's your new nickname.
Bees?
Just so you know. Your nickname in my phone is Bees.
Our producer, Bees Carter.
So on the iPhone, when you are like starting a new message, when you type the name in, like their name comes up, but as soon as when you're in email, it gets blocked out, so you can move on to the next one.
Yeah.
As soon as the little box comes around it, it shows what their nickname is in the phone. So when I was texting all you guys the other day about fantasy football, I got Adam's like MD Chicken, your Bees. Dave has 3.
Am I Knuckles in yours?
No, I don't think you have a nickname in mine. I think you're just Patrick 605.
Your Flash is... No, you're Kyle 605,
yeah.
Mine.
And then what was the other one? Dave is 3. The Deli Guy, Berry Jerry, and the Charmin Bear. But there's also some other ones that we call him, like Bear in the Big Blue House, Dildo Receiver. It was how we were talking about what his job was at Amazon.
Oh!
And it was his job to receive the dildos and wrap them. So I started calling him Dildo Receiver.
Dude, when I was working there, I did each and receive, and I got a box, and the boxes started vibrating. I was like, it's scary.
Well, one time he didn't wrap the thing up. It wasn't, maybe not him, but it was somebody in that department, and I got King Dong. This was as big as my arm. What do you use that for?
To destroy the walls?
You destroy everything. Like that'd go so far up that you'd taste it.
It was funny because I saw a post about that on Facebook. It was like women are talking about men can't please us, but you guys use like industrial tools to get off.
Yeah, you see the ones where they got one attached to a screwdriver,
yeah,
or a drill going like this.
How am I supposed to compete with that shit?
What?
They also have a rose now. I've been hearing about the
I
roses.
keep seeing a picture of that.
Yeah, apparently.
Isn't it Amber Rose that does it?
Maybe.
I actually think that's her. I think that she keeps posting on like Instagram or whatever.
Maybe. I just personally know someone who uses a rose, and they said it's like the best thing ever. And I was like, better than sex. They was like, well, you want to get connected with somebody, but it's very close. I was like,
so you've heard of Fleshlight.
Yeah.
Well, on the podcast I listened to, they refer to it as like a fuck stick. And I was like, I guess you're not wrong.
Is it like a pocket pussy too?
Or that? Yeah, that's another one.
Okay.
But also, it doesn't fit in your pocket. Who puts a flashlight in their pocket? Like you
don't
walk
around with
your
your cell phone.
right. But nobody's like, oh, don't worry, I got you covered. They bring out like a mag light. Like, what the fuck? No.
So what is your feeling like the blow up dolls?
I don't get it.
I don't either. Or the sex dolls. People are like want to get actually married to them and shit.
People are weird.
Very.
I don't understand the allure of it. I guess if you don't have other options, maybe a sex doll is somehow appealing. People also have like weird fetishes.
Like
that was
you know.
Well, yeah, but that's a weird fetish, but not crazy. Like a lot of people have that. But so again, on the podcast I listened to, they were talking about like what are some weird fetishes that you're like, I don't understand why people are attracted to that. Like
tickling balloons.
Like leather. What does that do for you?
Tickling balloons. What does that do for you?
Like I don't get it. I understand.
Oh, I got one for you.
Somebody likes apples?
Bruh, it's way deeper than that. So, I'm at the barbershop. This is a long time ago, as you can see. So, we're talking about, how guys talking to the barbershop, whatever, talking about, like, stuff that we do, whatever. This guy was like, he was talking to this chick, and they were getting ready to have sex, and she was like, "I don't want you to throw apples in my armpit." I almost fucked in my shape up because I turned my head like, "The fuck did I just hear?"
No, she didn't.
We all said no. She did. He was like, "Yo, I'm dead ass serious, dog." She wanted me. I had to go in the kitchen. And I got apples. She just wanted me to like throw it in her armpits, like rubbing on her pits and shit. I was like, "What?" My whole thing is this: how do you find out that turns you on? Like, are you at like ShopRite and you like fall near the like fruit, the produce, and the apples just fall in your armpits?
Because they
just have orgasms. Like,
there would be things that like.
Is the apple sauce? Can you use that too?
That's for the other area.
This lady does a
throw
peanut butter
applesauce in my pussy.
Pussy sauce. Like, what's that? If a chick ever said throw apples in my armpit, I'm just leaving. I'm like, I don't think I get into this.
Like that's one. Like,
or putting peanut butter in like areas.
So that again, that's not one that I would do, but I get why someone would be.
Now we use an animal to lick you.
Oh no, I'm thinking of like eating like something.
No, that's normal. That's normal.
Like I don't really want to do that, but I get why someone would find that attractive. Like why they'd be attracted to that.
Right.
I don't really want to be tied up, but I get why somebody.
I'm good off of that. I don't do.
But I get why.
Now my biggest fear is like I get tied up and then also she gets mad and brings up some shit that I don't remember.
There's an episode of Criminal Minds where
does that happen?
Yeah, so worse.
Oh boy.
So she was raped years ago.
Okay.
And the kids that did it, not kids, they're like college kids, but the kids that did it were friendly with like the chief of police. They brushed it under the rug. So she now years later is out to like exact revenge on these people, and she goes to bars and pretends to sleep with people, like she's gonna sleep with them, and then she ties them up, and then she's like stabs them to death slowly.
Wow.
Like, and there's nothing you can do about it.
There was an actual woman who did some shit like that.
Yeah.
She got raped on numerous occasions, and she ended up torturing like 2 guys.
Right.
And they asked her like, "Do you regret that?" She said, "I'm mad I couldn't do it longer." I was like, "This bitch was cold, bro."
Okay.
Like I saw the kid, like she was cold and serious. She was like, "Yeah, I'll do it again."
Yeah.
I would.
Did you see the kicker from the Bills?
No.
He was accused of rape. And so my issue is, I don't know if he did it or not. My issue beyond that is as soon as somebody accused him of it, they cut him.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Like, I get maybe you don't want to be associated with it. Put out a statement. Like, we don't have all the information. Depending on what happens, that's when we'll make a decision.
That's what Johnny Depp, Disney. They cut him.
They cut him. That's what they do now.
They bought him back.
That's what they do. As soon as they're accused of something, they cut ties. Yeah. So, like, maybe he did it. I don't know. But if he didn't do it, his life is over.
Right.
His shot in the NFL is over.
Right.
Because now they have no frame of reference. He was a rookie. Mm-hmm. So they have no proof that he can make it in the NFL. It'll be years before he gets back in. And who knows if he's going to be on par with what he was now.
I know somebody who, high school, was getting ready to go to the NFL. And at a party or whatever, and the girl said that she got raped. And then come to find out she lied. And her best friend was like, "If you don't say that, he raped you, I'm not going to be friends with you anymore." Fucked with his whole...
So that... Was that a big, like, was that a national story? Mm-hmm. That was around here. Mm-hmm. Okay, because I watched a documentary on that, where his life was literally over.
Yeah. I feel like if you accuse somebody of rape and it didn't happen, you should go to jail.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you should do jail time.
Absolutely.
Because they're fucking up somebody's life. And then even if you didn't do it, you're always going to be the guy,
right.
You might rape somebody.
Exactly. So, a guy that...
Unless you're in Roethlisberger, and you still get to play. I'm a Steelers fan, but that I'm just saying. That got split in the road real quick. Like, huh, they did it.
That's it. But, oh shit, what was I going to say? I don't remember now. You talk too much.
Somebody, it happens. Somebody would rape. We've been talking a lot about court this episode. Yeah. Like, speaking of court, question for you. Did you see She-Hulk?
That was a really good Segui. I am proud of you.
I was trying to hold on. Like, I'm going to do this.
That's the best you've done in 17 episodes.
Yeah, finally did it.
It took you longer to figure that out than it did to get us to get Carter to laugh. But I did not see the newest episode of She-Hulk.
Okay. We're not gonna. We needed to Carter out. We'll take you did.
So I will watch it when I get back home with Steph. I'm gonna put that on the big screen. I'm gonna put the Eagles game on behind the bar.
There you go.
So I'll watch both. So far, it's very good. Mm-hmm. I think it's
funny as shit.
I think it's as good as Miss Marvel.
Yeah, it's very lighthearted.
It is. It's silly. It's funny. I am Carter had mentioned, like in Thor: Love and Thunder, it's too silly when it needs to be serious. I'm hoping we get more of those real serious moments.
I don't think you are. Like, if you've seen...
I think it's trending in the direction where we're going to get fewer and fewer of those.
Right. And I feel like, as far as She-Hulk, if you ever watch... you don't really watch cartoons.
Not so much.
On Disney Plus, excuse me, if you get a chance, it's called The Hawk and the Agents of Smash.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's She-Hulk in there, there's Red Hawk and everything like that, and they do like the whole Deadpool thing where they like cut like she does in the show.
Yeah.
So I don't think you're gonna get like a serious thing out of her.
No. I mean, we got some for sure in Moon Knight.
Yeah.
In Moon Knight, you always had the big ones with like Iron Man dying and stuff like that. You need those, or nothing else works.
Right.
You need to have a balance.
Right.
So I'm hoping they're not trending that way and they're just going to fully go toward comedy. It's okay if there are some that are comedy.
Right.
That are not serious.
I don't think they're going to do that because you got the Punisher and anything coming out too.
Yes.
So it's like that's
They're going to have to find a way to write him and Ghost Rider and Daredevil in a way that they're dark. And same thing with Blade. They're not going to be able to be super funny. They've got to find a way to balance that.
Are you excited for Blade?
I am.
You are?
I think he's a phenomenal actor, and I'm excited.
I think that too, but I'm just not really.
I actually really like the Blade movies.
I did too.
I
liked
liked 1 and 2 a lot.
For someone, I feel like when I watch it, I'll be excited, but it's not like one of those. Oh my god, I gotta go see this.
Yeah.
So just like Venom wasn't like that for me. So when I watched it, I was like, I like it.
So this is an interesting transition.
Okay.
I'm gonna get you there. All right. So we're talking about Blade.
I know you're sexy.
Mahershala.
Yeah.
Well, Mahershala Ali's first time in the MCU was a post-credit scene of Eternals.
Actually, he was in Luke Cage.
Correct, but as Blade.
Okay,
that's what I meant. But yes, he was Cottonmouth in Luke Cage.
Good show.
I didn't love it.
Yeah, the end got weird.
I got a few episodes into the second season and called it quits.
That's fair.
But so also one of the post-credit scenes was Harry Styles because he plays Thanos' brother. You see all the stuff with Harry Styles lately? There's a rumor that at the Emmys the other day he spit on Chris Pine, and so
these stars are getting ridiculous.
But so there's video of it, and so if you're looking out at the crowd, you have Olivia. So for you, it'd be Olivia Munn or Olivia Wilde, Chris Pine, Harry Styles. Chris Pine and everyone else is applauding, and Harry Styles is walking back to his seat, and he kind of leans in and goes like that. Like he makes the motion of spitting. You can't see anything come out, and it's pretty good quality video where you should be able to. But immediately Chris Pine goes from this to and just stops. And then Harry Styles leans over, looks past him to Olivia Wilde, and waves, and then that's it.
These celebrities get out of hand.
But it's so weird. But even Chris Pine's PR team has come out and said they had nothing but respect for each other. Harry Styles didn't do it.
Maybe they're friends who fuck with each other?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, are Chris Pine and Olivia Wilde a thing?
I think so.
So it's possible they are friendly as well because Harry Styles just starred in Olivia Wilde's new movie with your girl, Florence Pugh.
I know. I heard about Florence and something about, what's his name? Shia LaBeouf.
Okay.
They were supposed to be a movie together, Florence was supposed to be a movie with somebody else, but she wasn't comfortable doing like the romantic scenes.
Really?
So I think Shia LaBeouf is in the movie now. Something like that. Who was saying that? Was it? I think was Brittany Thomas. Somebody was telling me that. I can't remember.
Interesting.
Who it was. Yeah. So.
But apparently, this "Don't Worry, Darling" with Florence Pugh and Harry Styles and a couple other people is like sex heavy. So.
What's it called?
Don't Worry, Darling. I'm trying to get a screener for it. I'm trying. They told me to reach out at the beginning of September. I did. Haven't heard back. It's been a week, so I'm going to reach out again.
Did you reach out to Tyson again?
I have not reached out to Tyson again, but I will continue to reach out to Tyson. We're going to get him on here.
It's going to happen. I want to get Kevin Hart here, too.
Episode 50. You know who else I want to get? I want to get the athletic director from Rutgers, Pat Hobbs.
Okay.
He literally comes to visit us at every game now. Like, he knows us. And
do it.
Yeah, so I want to get him on there. I didn't want to do it the first game. He came up first quarter yesterday and took pictures with us and gave us hugs and whatever.
Nice.
So, soon.
Yeah,
I'd like to get him up there.
Gotta get some. You think Rutgers would sponsor us?
Rutgers?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Huh?
I think they are a little too. I don't want to say tightly wound, but maybe tightly wound. We're a little off the rails for them.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
that's the only thing. It's like you're trying to be yourself, and these sponsors is like,
yeah. I mean, you're at their mercy. If you want money from them, you got to kind of play their game.
That's fair. That's fair. But I feel like we don't say anything that bad.
Yes.
For that to happen. Rutgers probably. I can see that for Rutgers.
Sure, but I mean, so Pajama Pants gets like these really cool ones. So they got like the Manscape, where they talk about balls.
Why was I just thinking that?
Like, they talk about balls.
Yeah.
They got a bidet, so they talk about like washing your ass. Like it's all these different things that fit very well for their type of show. Okay. They get to talk about shit and balls and stuff while they're
we need something
while
like
they're plugging
balls.
it. Yeah.
I couldn't even think of anything that they sponsor us. Trojan. Sponsor us.
This is a really weird thing, but you said shit and balls. Well, I said shit and balls, and you said it. Have you? I have not seen the video, but I've been told that there was a video of a guy that puts his balls in his ass.
How old is this guy?
I don't know.
Because for you to put your balls in your ass, your sack gotta be low.
Yeah.
So he had to be in his like 50s. But why would you want to put your balls in your ass? We're just like the fetishes.
That seems like it would hurt.
Like you ever accidentally like sat down wrong?
Yeah.
That shit's
like any amount of pressure.
Yeah.
Hurts.
I was trying to explain to a girl, and she was like, "Oh, you guys like to get in the Netflix?" I don't know any guy who likes that because it's like if you hit if you hit a bell, you hit a bell and the vibration. I was like, yeah, it hurts like hell.
You want to throw up?
Yeah. I was like, what the? You can't breathe. You automatically drop. She's like, well, guys, like
if somebody ever flicked him, I'd tell him get the fuck out.
I'd probably equal rights.
Like this is not happening.
Equal rights, equal fights.
You ruined it.
I'm uppercutting titties. But yeah.
Use them as speed bags.
But no, people are into like getting their balls stepped on and shit like that. It's just weird.
Yeah, again, weird stuff like OBJ.
I feel like I should know what this is, and I can't think
Odell
of it.
Beckham Jr.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah.
He's never denied it either.
He never did.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
It was funny. I was in a post on Facebook, and they were talking about nerds are like freaky people, right? So I was fucking around. I took a picture of me on the Spider-Man game. And the girl was like, I don't know, Pat, you were talking about like how you don't eat ass or whatever. And I was like, I have my limits like everybody else. I don't judge a man for eating ass. That's what you want to do. Do your thing. I just, I never had a like, hey, let me stick my face in your bum. Never had that thought process go in my head. Just never did.
Next time it happens, that's going to come to mind.
Yep.
Do I want to tell her to stick my face in her bum?
She's gonna be like, what are you doing?
And for show purposes, you have to tell them that because I want to know how they reacted.
You ever said something weird after sex?
No.
Never said anything.
The only thing I say after sex is get the fuck out.
All right.
No, I'm kidding. I don't do that.
Someone's gonna die when they get home.
I'm gonna get canceled.
I was singing the song "Glad You Came." I did that one time.
Title of your sex tape?
Yes.
Yeah. Seems like too obvious.
You had to take that. You had to take that.
I did some that's what she said jokes at the wedding and stuff like that.
No, yesterday when Brittany funny as shit. I forget. It was a conversation. They said you didn't come to the right place, and she was like, "You know how she is." She was like, "Yeah, you didn't come to the right area." And Cardi was, "Britt, no." And she's in the corner just cracking up.
Oh, so I want to show you a picture because I just thought about it.
No,
it's not crazy. It's very cool actually. So
whose stomach is that? Is that mine?
That's mine.
Don't fucking starving.
So Tim and Daniela both went to Seton Hall.
I do now.
Oh, well, they both went to Seton Hall. He's a diehard Seton Hall fan.
Okay.
Like, he watches every basketball game.
He still coaches?
He refs. He refs.
Right, okay.
And she works for Seton Hall.
Mm.
So she surprised him, and she got...
Oh, that's dope.
So for those of you on Spotify, it is Tim and Daniela standing next to the pirate mascot. Daniela got the mascot to show up to the wedding. And so the theme song for all the sporting events is they play the Pirates of the Caribbean theme song. Mm-hmm. So they played that, and he walked in and surprised Tim. And
Tim cry?
No, he didn't cry for that part.
Was he laughing?
She walks up and she goes, "He's like a 5-year-old. He's gonna love this." And he was so excited. And they had a lot of friends there from Seton Hall.
That's
like
awesome.
maybe 25 or 30 people that went to Seton Hall. So they all went up and they do like whatever the chant or whatever it is. But we happened to be at a table with a bunch of people that either went to Rutgers or were fans of Rutgers. So being me, so I started an RU chant in the middle of their wedding.
What a prick.
Tim walks over and goes, I forgot I put all the Rutgers people together.
Yeah, that was his bad move.
Yep. Well, I mean, to be fair, he didn't know the pirate was coming. But...
Good. No, okay. We had to ask him, right?
No,
not even close. Sounds like a very naughty movie, though.
I imagine you would know the pirate was coming. You'd be like, arr. Like, you know.
You know what's weird? Like, how does Captain Hook do his thing?
How does he do his thing?
You got a hook for a hand.
Lubes it up and just
Scoops it. It's battle scars.
Somebody might have a fetish for that.
Probably. What was that rule? The internet rule? Was it where there's always porn of it? Is it 42? 32? 36? Pick up 6?
69?
69? 34. Yeah, rule 34. So rule 34 is there's porn of everything. Yeah. Everything.
Yeah.
That you can imagine.
Just about.
And people are freaking weird.
Yeah.
People are furries.
That's so weird.
Yeah,
I don't get that thing.
I don't either.
You just go away.
People want to have sex with mascots.
I don't have any issue hanging out with most people. Don't really want to hang out with them. That's a little too much for me.
I know somebody who likes tickling balloons. That's their thing.
Tickling balloons.
Tickling balloons. I don't know them anymore. I kind of stopped talking on Facebook.
Who is this?
I don't say names. I used to go to school with them.
Okay.
It was very strange.
We need to come up with code names for all these people.
the balloon tickler.
like we got Eddie Lacy.
Dog, when I was entering this shit, I was crying.
See, like, this is the stuff he wants to laugh for.
Do it.
You just do it. You already broke it. Just laugh for the funny stuff. McLovin. Oh, you know what I wanted to make my fantasy team name?
Please don't.
Smegma. So, if you don't know, like me, Corey, Adam, and Dave have like really weird nicknames for each other.
Okay.
So like I'm Smegma, Dave is Mighty Mongo, Corey's Muff Cabbage, and Adam is Period Muffin.
Oh. Why did he get that?
So we were at Wendy's one time, and you know little cups to put the ketchup in? Well, it got knocked upside down, and it looked, the way it had come out the bottom, it looked like an upside down muffin. I was like, but it looks like a muffin on its period. So we started calling Adam Period Muffin. But so I tried to make my team name Smegma. They said it was an inappropriate word. For those of you that don't know what Smegma is, it's the cheese-like material on your genitalia. If you do know what it is, I'm sorry. You gotta get that checked out. But yeah, they told me
too much cheese on the taco.
They wouldn't even. You had to put like an abbreviation, a 4-letter abbreviation that would show up. They wouldn't even let me use Smeg for that.
Did you ever try like rumple foreskin?
No. and McLovin for a while was Soggy Biscuits.
Biscuit.
He has two.
Got a spare tire, that's all I heard.
Oh.
That's what I was thinking too. All right.
Just so, again, for those of you listening on Spotify, thank you for hanging out on Spotify.
Yeah.
We think you would like YouTube better, but thank you for hanging out on Spotify. Imagine a capital O and a lowercase o sitting next to each other. And if you know who we're talking about, you'll understand.
Fuck him. You already know what it is.
And then we just call him Jason Gross.
We're just going
like, yeah.
Ball minute.
Because he'll never watch. And nobody...
And if he does...
I mean...
Would you want to fight?
Do you ever think that Eddie Lacy will watch?
No. As soon as he sees both of us, he's just going to be like, no.
Yeah. But do you think if... I actually think the opposite. I think if he ever found out about it, I think he would go out of his way to watch it.
Yeah, he's going to write it down in his book, right?
Might be.
Oh.
That's a weird thing. So I don't think we talked about it on here.
Let's do it.
Let's not do names on that one because I don't want to out anybody, even though, regardless of who it is. Someone we know.
We know them.
You know, so I'm going to talk to the crowd here. Someone we know has a notebook, and they keep track of their friends' dick sizes.
Yep. Or their girls' exes' dick sizes.
Yes.
Which blows my fucking mind. Why would you want to know?
I would imagine it's because they're self-conscious.
But wouldn't that make you worse if someone's like...
I think they're probably hoping that
so what if they do like King Dingaling Sea Smusher? You're just like, how big? Like, you know what I mean?
King Dingaling Sea Smusher?
It looks like a horrible game tag.
But so, all right, let's take a poll. Write in. Comment on the YouTube video, on Spotify, whatever. Let us know.
I'm trying to figure where to go with this.
No. I just want to know, do you think that that's an acceptable thing to keep track of?
Yeah.
Or is it just wildly unacceptable?
We should put that on TikTok.
Oh, absolutely. We'll do it at the end of the thing.
Yeah.
For sure.
That is a good question. And also, what is the weirdest fetish you have heard of? And if you have one...
Come try it out on Pat.
No.
That's where he was going with that.
Unless it involves ice cream. I like ice cream.
Where is the ice cream going? I don't think I would want ice cream on there because there might be some shrinkage.
Bruh. I didn't think about that.
That's not going to be fun for me. I have a weird one. This isn't a fetish, but I know of someone that her and her friend put ice cubes up their vagina. That seems like it'd be so uncomfortable.
I know somebody put a bottle up there. Apparently that's the norm now.
What?
Champagne bottle.
That seems like you could cause some serious damage.
Yeast or any...
Well, that's not even the worst part. Imagine the cork flies out. Like, it leaves dents in walls.
Ooh. Yeah,
like, imagine the damage that would do in a confined space like that.
Speaking of weird shit, you ever seen the movie Teeth?
I have not. But believe it or not, it's on my list.
You can take that shit off your list, bro.
Steph had to watch that for a college class.
I watched it. I don't remember why.
Cause she had a women in violence class. Yeah, women in violence. So
and that's what they chose to watch.
So they chose Teeth, Monster, and Hunger Games.
I'm trying to figure out what her. First of all, Monster. I don't know if I ever heard of that one.
Monster is about a female serial killer. True story, and Charlize Theron plays her. She won an Oscar for that. I'm pretty sure.
Nice.
Yeah. Doesn't look like her. The makeup department. I haven't seen the movie, but the makeup department, just based on the pictures I've seen, incredible.
Dope.
Because like she's a good-looking woman, and I wouldn't touch the woman in the movie with a 10-foot pole. So even knowing she's underneath,
unless that's a fetish.
Maybe.
People have Halloween fetishes too.
Really?
Like, I see people posting about how they would do Jason.
Oh yeah, I see that stuff. Oh, somebody kind of in the same role because people like fantasize and fetishize like these terrible people. Like one of them is the guy from You, the Netflix show. They're like he kills for me. He kills for people. He's a fucking psychopath. Like that's not what you want in your life. But somebody told me the other day I look like Penn Badgley. And I said, no, I don't. Steph would like me more. Yeah, Steph would like me more if I looked like Penn Badgley, I think. You've seen Horrible Bosses.
Yeah.
Or Jennifer Aniston's like, I figured myself so hard to that Penn Badgley guy last night, I lost a nail.
You know, it was funny when I finally heard the term flick a bean, or flicking your bean.
Yeah, flick a bean.
Yeah.
I heard that in,
I heard it years ago.
21 and Over, that movie.
I heard that when I was at Sam's Club.
She tells Miles Teller's character she spent last night flicking the bean.
Yeah. We'll talk more about bean flicking when we get back. Peace. Welcome back to Sexual 17, Cinema Ave. Coitus! Last time we were on break, we were talking about flicking beans.
We were talking about flicking beans.
Yeah.
Pat was flicking his bean earlier. Yeah. It's a little bean.
Beanie bitty.
You do have a Beanie Baby. I think I might change your name in my phone to Beanie Baby.
You gotta.
I'm gonna do it right now. As a matter of fact,
Put it King Dick.
We're doing it live.
King Dingling Sea Smusher.
So
that's a long ass name.
Patrick 605. You do not have, but it still says you work at Sam's Club in here.
I think I'm not saying that is a lie.
All right, so let's do this. Add field.
You can't. This Pat 605 is a classic.
Nickname. Oh no, I'm not changing your actual name, just a nickname.
Oh.
Actually,
wow, that's a young picture of me.
Right? I'm in there. That's actually that might be Tim.
All right, you're I'll show you our picture.
I'm gonna put 605 as part of your first name instead of that being your last name.
You beanie baby. That's funny.
Let's see.
Dick jokes are tight.
So is vagina.
Vagina. Spot.
It's tight. Vagina. Sponsor us. All right. So what
that's sexual.
What was your nickname? Not the Bean Flicker. What was the other one?
Beanie baby.
Or yeah.
They call me Bat the Bean Flicker. Jack and the Meat Stop.
Why? Because your stalk is magical.
Ah.
Oh. But yeah, so
weird fetishes.
What about
any weird movie fetish that people besides
movie fetish?
Yeah, besides, I mean, dog, people are just.
You mean like guilty pleasure?
Yeah.
Let's
go with that.
Like a guilty pleasure movie.
We'll go with that. That's because the other one we already.
I think we talked about this before, and I couldn't come up with an answer. A guilty pleasure movie, maybe. Because I know it's not actually good. Cabin Fever.
You did say that.
I love Cabin Fever.
It's not a bad movie. It's just it's not.
But the other ones are not good. They did a remake. They remade it with the exact same script, word for word, but with worse actors.
Why?
Don't know.
Guilty pleasure.
I don't know. I don't know what else. I mean, I know that there's bad movies that I like.
Yeah,
but I just can't think of them on the spot. I'll probably write this down.
How about you? Bad movie? What are you probably gonna write? I knew it.
All right, let me write that down. I'll think about it throughout the week.
I would actually go through that and watch it on edibles. I can't do it on a regular one.
Like edibles, like edible arrangements?
They will arrange you.
For those of you that watched the last episode, Pat looked at you like this for a little while because he ate an edible arrangement.
Yep, sponsor us. I have no problem with that.
Edible arrangements, you want to sponsor us?
Or edibles in general. Yeah, sponsor us.
But you know what I really, really want to sponsor us? Vagina.
Vagina, that'd be great.
Yeah.
It's probably like a tight job. What do you think? A tight sponsorship.
It is a tight job.
We can get Trojan.
I would do Trojan.
I wouldn't do Lifestyle.
I don't think I've ever used. Maybe I did use those.
Did your school give out condoms?
We went to the same school.
Not college.
Oh, in high school? I don't know if they did.
College
or not.
They did. If you went to the nurse's office, which is weird that we even have a nurse stuff. I don't know, but yeah.
They gave you condoms for free? I paid for all of them.
You know what's funny when you go to the store and buy condoms? People try to be low key about it.
It is a super awkward thing. So I actually started buying them on Adam and Eve.
I heard about that.
Because
Adam and Eve sponsor us. I heard about that site.
Because you can, and they always run deals where they send you like weird stuff with it. They're like, here's porn. Like, if I'm buying condoms, I don't need the porn.
You just look it up on the site.
Right.
Pornhub sponsor.
But
you ever been to like a fetish store?
I went to Condom Kingdom.
South Street.
On South Street in Philly. Yeah.
I went to Fantasy Gifts.
Okay.
Condom Kingdom was weird. They had the candy joint, like.
Yeah, we went with. Believe it or not, we went with Brittany.
I'm
Brittany just seems like the person that would own it.
I'm not shocked at all.
Right. That's the least. That's the
Did
least
she
surprising
have
thing
like?
ever.
Did she like have toys? Like she had like the cockpits that she was doing. Or
So,
shit?
you remember Edwin, right?
From college?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, he went to.
Was that the one was fall? No.
No.
Okay.
No, but he used to live next door to Eric, so I hung out with him before college. But this is gonna sound weird. When his grandfather died, he gave me a bunch of porn. Edwin's grandfather left Edwin a bunch of porn when he passed away, and
I can't can't even. I can't keep a straight face.
Edwin gave. I'm gonna bring them. I still have them because every once in a while I take them out like when there's people over and we just read the descriptions because they're so ridiculous.
Brittany was doing that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring them and read them on the air next time.
I remember once. Like that once. But just, hey, we want to watch a movie? Let's put on porn.
I have porn on VHS. And
the first pioneer. Oh shit.
So yeah, years ago when I was living with my parents, and this is not the best way to get porn.
My dad
but we were cleaning the basement out because it flooded. So we were moving stuff around, and I happened to cross this VHS. I was like, "Wow, we got a VHS." So I look at it, and I forget what it's called. It's something ridiculous. I'm pretty sure it's a play on the title "Murder, She Wrote." It's like "Sex, She Wrote" or something like that.
Something her fruit.
It's like something stupid like that. And I happen to have really baggy pants on, so I was able to fit the VHS in my pants.
How big was your pocket?
I had like these really baggy basketball shorts that like came down like past like down to here.
Oh, the AC Hammers?
Yeah. So they fit in there. And turns out my grandmother years and years ago had never seen porn and she wasn't interested. She just was curious like why people watched it. So she wanted a porn just to see what it was. And so my mom and my dad bought her porn on VHS. And apparently she returned it to my parents and said, "Nobody's dicks are this big," and gave it back.
Yo, that's funny as shit. Because I remember, like I said, it was just like, all right, when you guys want to watch it, we was doing on whatever. And one of our friends like, "There's a face on it. What the hell is that?" I was crying. She was like, "I never seen it. That's a lot."
But yeah, so I have porn that was owned by both my mother and my grandmother.
Are you gonna like if you ever have kids, are you gonna just pass it down from goof to goof?
I'm gonna give it to my nephew. He won't be able to watch it because VCRs will be obsolete. I have a VCR, so he'll come over.
My mom has a
and
VCR.
I'll put him somewhere far away from us, and I'll pop it in.
I told my mom, I'm like, "Hey, what is my time to be sex tape?" So I was like, "Mom, you wanna watch Disney Plus?" Because she was like, she has all these old VHSs. I was like, "Mom, there's an app now where you don't have to dig through boxes to find this." She was like, "No, I'll watch the boxes." I was like, "You can just go on your TV and just use my app." And she's such like,
and it's better quality.
Yeah, she's so old school with everything. Like she has a Walkman and like a CD player and everything.
Really?
Yes.
I have a PlayStation in my car.
That the old one?
Yeah, the original.
Oh shit! You get the games?
There's no games. There's no controller.
So you just have to.
It was Trevor's at one point, I think, and he just like lost all the things.
He was roasting you yesterday, pretty bad.
I'm sure he was. Stupid bitch.
I'm sure. What is it? It just be really funny if there's actually places calling it that stupid bitch.
Right? I'm sure there is somewhere. Stupid
What
bitch
a
restaurant.
beer company to sponsor us, even though we just.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What kind of beer would you want to?
I'm trying to think local. Axe and Arrow.
Axe and Arrow.
Absolutely.
You know what we should do one day? We should just go to places.
Let's do it. I'll reach out and be like, "Do you care if we film?"
Yeah.
And 8 and Sand. Not far away from here.
Like I said, I met a lot of your family yesterday, but I don't know what the guy's name is. Kind of big dude, glasses. He has his own shop, coffee shop, something like that.
Is that Joe?
Maybe, perhaps.
That's Emily's friend.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing. I think I've only maybe met him once.
But he was like, "We want to film that weekend."
Okay.
I was like, "Cool."
But he's out in that crap part of the state.
Oh god.
So.
I'm not driving. You're driving.
Carter's driving.
Carter's driving. Ready?
If you don't laugh.
Oh, you did. I'm not doing that again.
I'm just not going to post it.
I guess we're just not going to post it. We'll find the rest of the film.
Yeah. I'd like to film at Rutgers.
That'd be cool.
I think that'd be really cool. Again, I don't know how they feel about some of our content, especially today's content. I mean, they definitely have sex-related classes. Like
we're all adults here. Like
I took like a history of sex.
Human anatomy and biology.
I took a history of sex class.
Yeah.
At Bloomfield.
Can you imagine like Adam and Eve like the first time? It's just like, what's going on here? I don't know, but I like it.
Right. But yeah, I took that class online. I think it was the last class I took.
I think it's funny when people get like agreements when you talk about sex. I'm like, how did you get here?
Yeah, it doesn't bother me.
It doesn't.
Like it's really weird to say this, but like my grandparents and parents were just so okay talking about it. It doesn't. I don't even care if they talk about it. That doesn't bother me.
Bro, the other day, my mom was talking about the Lucifer show. She's like, you need to watch Lucifer. Like, she's been talking about it for like weeks, and she's like, he's so hot. And she was like, yeah, because my sister was like,
no, he's a good looking dude.
I mean, look, but she was like, my sister was like, when I said to watch it, and my mom was like, yeah, we can watch it, but I might need to take a cold shower. I was like, and this is why I go to therapy. I was like, I'm not watching this with you. She's like, we can start over. I don't mind looking at him.
That's honestly like a good looking cast.
I want to watch the show.
You haven't watched it?
No.
Oh,
I just don't want to watch it with her.
We haven't seen the whole thing.
That's good though.
Got through 2 seasons. Yeah, but like it's just a very attractive cast. Oh god. Loch Ness.
Should I tell this story? Okay, let me tell you the story.
This is gonna be our last story. It's 11:30.
So there's a guy that we know who happened to go. We know him very well. He doesn't like to chuckle at all. We go to our friend's party, right? And you know me, I'm always saying some crap shit just to see people's reactions. So this one girl walks up and we're like, this is the first time I met her.
Right.
And she's like giving him a hug. And then she goes, I think I can hit that Loch Ness monster. Bro, like, right.
To you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Loch Ness.
Oh. Now I don't know if you're bees or Loch Ness.
Loch Ness bees. The bees nest.
Ooh. I wish there was multiple spots for nicknames. I just had to put like a slash between names. See, people can have more than one nickname.
You can. There was this one girl I stopped talking to her. I might have just was too like paranoid about it. But she was like, we were just, friends with benefits. That game was ridiculous. But so I made a joke. And I was like, you want me to come to your house and you can watch the Dark Knight Rise? She was like, yeah. So she put me in her phone this Dark Knight. And she was like, I'm going to be Wonder Woman. And I was like, whoa. You're doing too much. We're not a dynamic duo. No. So she got really mad and stopped talking to me.
Good.
I was like,
that's what I said. You don't need that shit in your life.
She was like liking all my shit on Facebook. And I was like, see, this is what I'm talking about.
You don't need that kind of negativity.
No, I'm good. And then she had a 2-year-old like Troy Polamalu. Like this motherfucker.
Bitches are bitches.
Bitches are bitches.
Do not cancel me. I don't really think
if you can't watch this show and have a sense of humor, go cancel yourself. It's just... No, I'm just sick and tired of this shit. No, no, man. Fuck this.
Bad Patrick. I don't think you can tell people to kill themselves.
I said cancel.
What does that mean?
I said cancel, not kill. Whoa.
I think people might interpret that as off themselves.
No, it's kind of like when you're on Facebook.
We love you all.
No, I don't want
you are a valued member of this world. Stay in it.
Stay in the world. No, you know how on Facebook people are like, oh, just block me. I never understood that. I'm not doing the work for you. So it's like, you're going to cancel me for what? Like, I just miss old school days where you can make jokes, people don't.
Yeah.
Everybody's so like.
People are very sensitive now.
It's like an ass with a rash on it. It's very sensitive. Like, I don't.
An ass on a rash?
An ass with a rash.
Oh.
It's very sensitive.
Jesus.
It's probably a fetish somewhere.
Might be.
That apple's in the armpit. That's
I know somebody that used to like drip wax on somebody else.
I never went. Like, I've seen that.
And she didn't like it. He liked pouring wax on this person. And based on that type of thought process, he could probably figure out who it is. They didn't want it done to them, and the other person didn't like it. They didn't care. They just wanted to do it to him.
There's some people who like to get.
Guarantee you get it first try.
There's some people who like to get Jim Henson. You know what it is? Yeah, that was easy.
Yep.
Oh.
O'Reilly.
Like, no.
Sponsor us.
So, some people would like to get some males who like to get the old Jim Henson, who's like get the hand in your butt. There's some people like that shit.
You get a what?
Get a hand in your butt, like
a whole hand.
Some people like a thumb, whole hand.
Well, okay, so they say
that the guy's G spot's in your ass.
Yes.
I don't want to find out. Sir, this is Michael. Hello.
I don't.
You dirty bitch.
No, I've never done it. Never done it. But the reality.
Bum fun sponsor us.
If it's gonna feel good.
Hey, Steph. Hey, Steph. KY Jelly sponsor us. Unless you want to go no jelly, straight raw.
Like, you've seen Road Trip.
Yes.
Where it happens.
You ever seen American Pie? The same shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's Stifler, but in Road Trip.
Oh.
Yeah. It's that act, Sean William Scott, but in Road Trip, where it happens to him, and then he like intentionally goes to the proctologist so that they can keep doing it.
I feel like if that's something you do, it's one of those things you just don't tell people.
That also seems unfair.
Why? Go ahead.
Like to put the G-spot there.
Yeah, why would you do that?
Because everybody says you're gay if you do it.
Yeah.
So you're either gay or you just don't have any fun.
I feel like... Okay, so my question is this. Is it gay? Wait, what did you just say to me?
I said you're either gay or you don't have any fun.
Is it gay if a woman does it?
What, well, you assumed I was talking about a guy doing it?
You said if you're gay, that means it would be a man-on-man type thing.
Well, no, they say that any type of stuff with the guys.
Oh, with a butt.
Yes.
Yeah.
The fact that
my whole thing is this.
No, hold on. The fact that you immediately thought that I was talking about two guys.
You say gay. Usually, if you're talking about two women, that's lesbian. That's kind of how that works. Sorry.
I had somebody tell me the other day. They said I'm gay, and I knew that.
As you?
No. That they're gay.
Okay.
And they, which I knew. I've known them for a few years, and I knew that. And they go, if you don't like me, you're homophobic. I was like, there's a lot of other reasons why people don't like you. And they were like, no, if they don't like me, it's because they're homophobic.
See, the my whole thing is this. I feel like when it comes, it's like, I think of phobia, like a fear of. It's like, you gay? I'm not afraid you being gay. I'm like, gay. Like, I'm not scared.
Right.
Like, if you gay, you gay. Like, I personally don't care.
Yeah.
Just respect me. If you try to hit on me, and I understand people get mad about that. It's like if you see a chick down the street, you think she's bad, and she goes, I got a boyfriend. You don't know.
Right.
So if a dude hits on you, just be, oh man, nah, I'm not gay. Now he keeps pressing the subject.
Yes.
You can get mad.
Like the guy at the liquor store, where he saw
Like
the ring,
the guy at Sam's
and
Club.
he was like, "Oh, you're married," and he was like, "How does he treat you?" And I was like, "She treats me very well." And he was like, "No, he." And I said, "No, she treats me very well." And the manager looks at me and goes, "What the fuck just happened?"
Dog, at my job, mind you, I'm new to this place. I don't talk to anybody. So I go downstairs, I'm getting ready to work, and I'm talking to one of the coworkers. He was like, yo, can I ask you a question? I was like, yeah, what's up? He was like, are you gay?
Oh, yeah.
I was just like, what? He was like, I mean, if you are, cool. I was like, nah, I'm good. Why? That's what I'm getting, like, gay vibes or whatever. He was just like, nah, one of the dudes said you had, a boyfriend. I was like, how? I don't talk to anybody here. This is...
But also this guy now, he's like one of my favorite customers. Because he's a regular, and he's just like a nice guy.
Yeah.
Like he's flirty as shit. He like winks at me when he walks in, and he's like, now behave. But he's like...
But do you behave?
I was like, no promises.
Yeah, people just be acting so weird. It's like, like who cares?
Yeah.
Like people just get to like, oh my god, like it's not like you got the plague or some shit like that.
Right.
Everybody likes what they like.
Right.
Some people like apples in their armpits. It's fucking strange.
Nobody likes that. I would almost be willing to bet.
Yo, look it up and see if that's a thing.
Before I do that, I want to say I'd almost be willing to bet that she doesn't actually like it. She just wants to see how people react.
That I would bet that. But then there are people who want to have like sex with Eiffel Tower and shit like that, or is more just fucking up shit. What? Yeah, people who like have sex with want to have sex with buildings or trees.
Oh yeah, they need help.
So I feel like if you want to do that, maybe you went to an apple tree and decided to
like not even as a joke. You've got something wrong up there. You got to like go help yourself. Seriously, get yourself help because that's not a normal thing. It's not.
My whole question is this: who was the first dude that found out there was a G-spot in their ass?
That's like, can you imagine walking up to?
It was like colonoscopy. You were awake.
That's a nice building. Oh, that's a nice boulder.
That building's tall as hell. Ooh, how many floors is that? I'm gonna climb up that thing.
Oh my god. Alright, but I'm gonna cut it short today because I got some stuff to do. I gotta return a suit.
Oh, I thought the way this episode was going when you said stuff, I was like, oh, well, let me not hold you up.
I did not say I have some stuff to do.
That's later on.
Love you, Tony.
I bet you do, you dirty
that's my bitches.
You about to get kissed by your wife?
No, I call her bitches and she calls me hoes.
Wait, what did I call you? She likes that for your name? Those blonde-headed whisker bitch?
Mm-hmm.
I never seen her laugh so hard when I said it to you.
Well, she's a jerk.
Yeah, well, you guys kind of vibe together.
That's not love, Tiny.
There's
I got
a
a ton of nicknames for her. Like I told you the other time.
Booger Sugar?
Booger Sugar.
That shit was fucking hilarious.
Cheese, Tiny, Booger.
Tiny makes sense.
Cheese Booger.
I don't know why cheese is a thing, but you know.
I don't know. I like cheese.
Who doesn't like cheese? What kind of cheese you like? It's like Cooper Sharp?
Blue cheese. Remember we talked about the blue cheese thing?
Talking about blue cheese.
Yeah. And then she posted on Facebook before or after. I think after we talked about it. She posted blue cheese or ranch.
That was her?
Yeah, Steph posted that she likes ranch, and I think ranch is not great.
I don't like ranch at all. Blue cheese no way.
What else would I call her? Call some weird stuff. Oh shit, there was one I thought of, but I can't remember now. Called Porcupine, Burgermeister.
I don't know why, but when you said it, just reminded me of this video of this dude like talking about Pokemon, and he gave weird names. Mm-hmm. And you know that the Pokemon Beedrill?
Yeah.
He called it Big Dick B. And for some reason, when you just that's what that reminded me of. I was like, why would you name the B that?
Oh my god.
Can you imagine if Pokemon were real? Like you just walking down the street and a Hitmonchan just punched you in the dick? Like
that's not a world I want to live in.
No, not at all. Or get shot by a fucking rat. Like I don't want that.
But even worse than him, because you'd expect that from him. Imagine walking down the street and Jigglypuff punches you in the dick.
First of all, Jigglypuff freaks me out. This is just fucking weird.
Or you're walking down the street.
She put you to sleep and it writes on your face.
Or Mr. Mime punches you in the dick.
That's not what you want.
Right. I would rather have a Machop or a Machamp punch me in the dick because I expect it from them.
Okay.
It would hurt. But I would expect it. I don't want to
slash you with his tail.
That's like these irrational, crazy things that could happen. Like, if I walk out into the street and I get hit by a car, like, I know that's a possibility. I don't want it to happen, but I know it's a possibility. Right. If I walk out in the street and I get hit by a meteor, like, now I gotta be fucking worried about this all the time now.
I just imagine Jigglypuff just walking up to you and just punch you in the dick and then leave it.
Like, that's not a thing I should have to be afraid of.
Not at all. My whole thing is like, you know how sometimes you get mice in your house? What if you get like a Pikachu in your crib? He just doesn't leave.
We have crickets in our house. That's not the same thing.
Oh,
they're annoying. Actual crickets, because they sit there and they chirp.
They're assholes. You want to know why? Because I'm like, chirp, chirp. And you get close to them just like...
And they stop. And so our ceiling is glued up. I don't know why they did it, but it's glued and they're in the ceiling. I can't get to them.
Punch a hole in the ceiling.
And if I call... No, it's like tiles.
You can't punch a hole through that.
My watch just freaked out. Tell me get the fuck out of here. Probably. But they call the exterminator $230 plus tax. I guess we have crickets as pets now. Because they're staying. However, I put some of those sticky pads out and we got 2.
I had a mouse in here, and let me tell you this real quick.
Oh, I know the mouse story.
Which one?
The one where he sticks his little head out?
Oh my god. I don't remember I talked about that one of these episodes.
I think you did.
So there was another one. I had a mouse trap behind. It's like one of those black boxes. You know, the mouse goes in, like, you don't want to see him.
Right.
So I hear him, like, squeaking. I'm just like, he's in the box, isn't he? And he's just squeaking nonstop. Yep. And I was just like, yeah, I'm not moving that box till he dies. Right. But then the other day, I saw him just scurry across the floor. I was like, I fucking hate it here. This man came out, and he goes, put the box down, another box. And I'm like, you guys put box out, it doesn't help. But peep this out. He was like, yeah, to me and you, the service that your complex pays for isn't high enough to actually get rid of your mice. Like, it's like getting a package that you pick the lowest one. I was just like, so I'm like, legally, how does that work?
I don't know.
Because I feel like living with mice,
it's not sanitary.
Not sanitary. So legally, it's like, how, so you just don't, I guess you could put on paper, whoa, the exterminator came out. Is that how that works?
I don't know.
But that shit is blew my mind. Because I was like, excuse me, are you telling me you don't get paid enough to do this job? He was like, yes or no. Yes and no. I was just like, I'm not even mad at you.
So 2 mouse stories when we'll wrap it up, and then I'm going to
wrap it up. Trojan, sponsor us. We'll be back.
Don't be silly. No.
Don't be silly, rapper. We're still going with it.
We're still going. We got 5 minutes.
Tell me your sex tape.
So 1 mouse story. Not a story, but I hate the mouse poison.
Why?
Because
Have you tried it?
No, I'm afraid that the mouse is going to eat the poison, run somewhere that I can't get to it, and then die and smell. I am actually afraid that will happen.
I found one in my camera bag.
Yeah. There you go. But at least you found it. Like, God forbid it ends up in the wall.
He was dead.
And you can't... But right. Yeah. But still, you found it. He's not sticking up the place. God forbid he ends up in the wall, and now it's blowing dead mouse air out.
That happened. There was one stuck under the stove, and I couldn't find out where he was at. And then it came out, and his body was all decayed and shit. I was like, I fucking hate it here.
And Adam said he got a mouse trap. They got a mouse the other day, and the mouse trap was so strong that what should have been inside the mouse was outside of the mouse.
What kind of Mortal Kombat trap did he get? Midway sponsors.
He was all bent up, and like his insides were outside.
Was it like a wooden trap with the?
I don't know. I didn't see the trap, but he apparently was so powerful that it just obliterated him.
It's like, I don't like mice, but I don't want that to happen to the poor guy.
Honestly, that might be best for him. Because some of them, it like snaps their back and they don't die right away and they flop around. This thing, I think, died instantly.
I told you the story about a mouse crawling up my leg, right?
Yes.
I told about that on here. I don't remember.
I don't know if you did or not.
So he chose poorly. That's his fault.
that was like the mole in Adam's bed.
What? There was a mole?
We didn't talk about that on
No!
Oh my gosh! Shout out to Adam. He woke up one night because something bit him.
Walk a lot in this episode.
He got bit in the middle of the night. Mm-hmm. So he thought it was like a bug or something. He pulls the covers over, and there's a mole by his leg. It was like a baby mole. It was all naked still.
Adam? How did a mole get in your bed?
Well, so his room, what was his room in his parents' house, used to be the garage. So kind of external to the rest of the house, so they could find their way in.
Dude, I was just sleeping. As you know, I don't let people fuck with me in my sleep. So I'm sleeping, and I'm like nodding in and out, and all of a sudden I see these little beady eyes. And I'm thinking I'm tripping. He starts running up my chest. Yo, I spiked that man like a football. Out of my sleep. I screamed. I was like, ah! And then in a fit of rage, because I've been seeing mice, and I caught like 12 myself. I just got tired of it, because I can't sleep at night, because I hear him running in the walls. So I was smacking him. Like, he tried to come with the broom. And, dog, like I said, this is straight rage out of sleep.
You are a psychopath.
I broke my broom, and I cut my hand with the broom. That's how hard. And then after I got him outside, I was like, oh, it was a baby mouse.
Oh, I got cut at the wedding. How? Me and Tim were dancing near each other, and he caught me with his cuff link.
Ooh, I got burned at my job.
I mean, you work in a kitchen, so that makes...
I work downstairs.
But still, you work in a place with a kitchen.
Right, no, but
the dishwasher's hot as shit.
Yeah. The water, it was funny because I was making the water, and my water's hot as shit here, so I'm used to it. And the guy put his hands in the sink. He's like, oh, what the fuck? I was like, wait, it's hot. But then the chef, they bring there's okay, you got the washer, the dryer, and then there's the guy, the chef's upstairs. So they bring out pasta stuff, but they don't tell us that they're hot.
Yeah.
So I grabbed one.
Stupid.
I was so fucking mad. I was like, can y'all please say hot? It's not that complicated. So now I just...
How are we on time?
Yeah, how are we on time?
Plug ourselves fast.
For this episode, that's not what you want to use. We are going to... Fuck it. Ready? You want to go first? Or want me to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. All right, so we got Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and my website, Bane's Film Reviews. Twitter is just Bane's Film Review because they still haven't figured their shit out. Come on, guys. You're a multi-billion-dollar company. Add one more character.
Who owns that now?
Don't know. CinemaAv1@gmail.com and CinemaAv for Instagram and TikTok. Check us out. Send us your thoughts. Send us your emails. Where do you want us to film? Who should be on next? What do you want us to do for our 20th episode?
Okay, you can find me on Facebook, Patrick Newell, or you can find me on TikTok, Instagram, Pat on the Cam.
That's Pat on the Cam. PATONDACAM. Pat on the Cam.
Woo woo!
But that was episode 17.
Sexual 17. We love you guys. Coolness, baby. Peace.